What's going on, team? Welcome back. My name is Nick.
And I'm Kelly, and this is the Karate Playbook,
where we help you gain your edge in your martial arts training and for competition. Now, recently we've had a lot of requests for how to spar against somebody who's a lot taller than you.
He's the shorter one.
It's true. So we put out a couple videos on some techniques that you can do to gain the advantage on a taller opponent. But today we wanted to give you more of a strategy on how to use your speed, your timing, and your distance, which are three things that we've done another video on in the past. But after this, if you want to check it out, it'll be in the description box. But with that, stand up nice and tall and let's get started. Alright, so like I said, today we're talking about a strategy that you can use, talking about timing and distance against a taller fighter. Alright, so if we set up into a stance and she makes the distance that she is comfortable at, now from here, in order for her to throw a technique and score, if she throws without stepping, just throw a reverse punch, it's gonna be a little bit too long. So from here, in order for her to score, she's gonna have to step in and throw her technique. Now, if she goes back from this distance, I can touch. It might be on the long side of my technique, but I can actually touch from here. So when you're fighting somebody taller, we want to be either way outside or way inside. Exactly, yes, very close. In this case, we're going to talk about starting from a long distance and why this is going to be very helpful. So from here, if I'm the taller fighter, let's just pretend, and I want to cover this distance to hit her, I need to cover a little bit more distance than I'm used to. So from this position, I'm gonna have to cover this distance fast. Now, what that does, that actually gives her more time to respond. So if we want to slow the other person down, we move further away and it gives us time to respond. So from here, if I'm gonna go in with a jab, all that she's gonna have to do is step in slightly. So if she stays right where she's at and I throw my jab here, I'm at the long range of my motion because I wanna keep her at a distance. So as soon as I start moving in, all that she's gonna do is she's gonna move her foot from where it's at right now to maybe a few inches in, and that is all the distancing that you need in order for you to throw your technique and land it. All right, so as I come in and I'm reaching in, she's gonna move in, throw her technique, and go back. Now, as I'm going in, she can utilize a technique that we've actually talked about in a previous video with blocking and countering for a taller opponent. So if you want, we'll put a link down the description box below. All you need to do, open that distance up, and as soon as you see them drop their weight to shift in, you're just gonna step your front foot in a little bit, rotate your hips, and throw that punch out there. And this is a great way to, I guess, negate that distance difference of a long technique versus a shorter technique.
So something to keep in mind is that your jab is actually a shorter technique. So as they're coming in, it's a good counter to what they're doing, because his short jab is my long reverse punch. So it works out pretty well.
Yeah, a lot of people think of your jab as being a really long range technique, which it is to a certain extent. It's a long technique, but if from here she throws her jab and then throws a reverse punch, you can see the reverse punch made it a lot further than the jab did. So it's a long range technique in that you're gonna cover distance, but it's actually shorter between the two punches. So utilize your reverse punch just like she was doing to counter against those jabs. You can use it against all sorts of different techniques, but it really works great against taller fighters. Try it out. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you have anything that you like to do against taller opponents, or if you have any questions on how to counter or how to deal with a certain technique, we love to help you guys out in any way possible. Other than that, have a great time training. Have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video. All right, peace.